Day today, and adult literacy classes are actually provided here in Donegal by the ETB, and I'm delighted that the regional adult literacy coordinator with Donegal ETB, Adele McElhinney, is with us in studio. Adele, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Hi, John.
Adult literacy is much more, as I mentioned at the start of the show, it's much more than just reading and writing.
It is much more than reading and writing. With the world that we live in, you're looking at your digital skills, your digital literacy, and everything now is online, and having your email account and downloading the app, and that takes on a whole new realm to literacy. And numeracy is also big as well. Trying to manage your everyday bills, or just coping with numbers, or calculating your change in the shops and things like that. So yeah, you think of literacy, you think of reading and writing, but it really is so much more than that.
But that's reading and writing would be the fundamentals, and if you don't have them, then it makes the other, like say the digital side of things, even more difficult.
Exactly, yes, even more difficult. I think the statistics out there, there's over 500,000 adults in Ireland that struggle with their reading and writing, and there's more than with struggle with the literacy and the digital side of things as well, and it can leave you feeling very isolated and excluded. But I suppose the good news is that there's so many options for support out there. Donegal ETB, as you said, do offer classes, and they're part-time. They're during the day, they're in the evening. They're free. And it can be hard to take the first step, but nobody ever regrets taking that first step. And reaching out.
Why do some people who have struggled leave it so long? Is it because they're managing to muddle through with the bare amount? They figure, I can just about get by, I'll not bother, or is it because they just are reluctant to come forward? I think there's just a stigma around it,
and it's just an age-old stigma of, oh well, I can't do that, and I don't want anybody to find out. But I think I've been working in adult literacy for over 17 years, and I've never met anybody who regrets coming through the door and sort of owning it and saying, look, I need help, and they really enjoy it. So it's, yes, people struggle and rely on other people, or a big one out there is, oh, I've forgotten my glasses, can I take this home, and fill this in at home, and maybe get somebody else then to help you with it. But I mean, the Adult Literacy for Life strategy was launched in 2021 by Minister Simon Harris, and they really are dedicated to making everyone in Ireland, I suppose,
literate.
Exactly, yeah. Just having the skills, and removing that isolation that's out there, and encouraging people to come forward.
The hardest part is just coming forward.
It is.
I'm going to get help.
Yeah. Taking that first step, making that phone call, or coming in that first morning. But as I said, the amount of students that have come through my doors in all those years, nobody ever regretted, and it's a huge relief just to say it out loud. And once they get in, people really do thrive, and they come back and they say, I'm reading my child a bedtime story now, or I've written my wife a birthday card, or and it really changes their lives. And I mean, the tagline is literacy changes lives, and it really does change lives. If you can get the skills that you need to just navigate your everyday life and do things.
And the service is great in that it's part-time, you can study part-time, and it's free.
It's free. Oh, it's absolutely free, yes. And I think the main message to get out there is we have classes at every level. So if somebody's out there and thinking, oh, well, no, that's for the higher levels, it's not. We have classes at every level to suit every ability. We will meet you where you're at, and that's really, really important to get out. The Adult Literacy for Life really is striving, just to make this change, and also making people aware, people who are there in the front line, meeting people and asking for paperwork, filling in forms, it's about making people more literacy aware, and I do offer literacy awareness training to people who are frontline staff and working with the public, and even just if you're posting on social media, how to make your post a little bit more literacy friendly. And there's small changes that make a big difference to people, and to being fully inclusive, so that's available as well, and that's free training. That's about an hour, and it just is explaining how you can be more literacy friendly.
Okay, so somebody wants to take the step. They realise it's gone on long enough. I've struggled for long enough. Where do they go?
Okay, well, the Donegal ETB have adult literacy organisers that are based, and there's 5 literacy organisers. The county's sort of split into 5 regions. So information of those adult literacy organisers are on it's on the Donegal ETB website. Or if you don't know how to do that, you can call into any of the further education and training centres. Just pop in, you'll be met with a smile, and it's as the classes then themselves, once you get going, it's about the cup of tea and the chat as much as anything else.
Are they all a group setting?
In some cases, if people don't feel ready, that they could go into a group. Sometimes self-confidence can be a real issue. We can offer one-to-one support. Now, we are looking for volunteers for that as well, John, because that is a volunteer basis. So we are relying on volunteers. So if you're interested in helping somebody make that change in their life, we'd love to hear from you. There is a link again on our website, or you can contact me or call into any of the further education training centres.
Okay, and what would be the demand of that? Would be like an hour or two a week?
An hour or two a week, absolutely, yeah. And all the training's provided, all the resources are provided. But, it's really very rewarding, because you're really making like a big change in somebody's life. And when they come in through the door, and, I have met all types of people. I've met business people. I've, people struggling with language, the realm of people that walk through the door, don't think you're any different to anybody else, because I've just met everybody that's of all walks of life.
I suppose it's important to stress that this is different to learning English.
It is different, absolutely different to learning English. Yes. Learning a second language is completely different to doing your reading, your writing, your numbers, your digital skills, and it can be intertwined. There's loads of options out there. And I wouldn't even begin to go into any of them. But I mean, what I would say is take that first step and go into the Further Education and Training Centre. Look up the contact details on the website, and again, if you're volunteering, do the same.
Okay, get the info online, or if you prefer, just pop into one of the 5 centres.
Yeah.
And to tie in with International Literacy Day, there's a competition, a writing competition.
There is, yeah. So I work closely with Joe Kelly from Donegal County Library, and so we have launched a writing competition along with Europe Direct Letterkenny. So there's 2 categories in the writing competition. One for further education and training students. So if you're on a course with Donegal ETB, you can enter that category, or just a general category. And we're just encouraging people to, maybe who haven't put pen to paper in a while, to get writing. It's a simple write 100 words on my dream holiday in Europe. So it's short, and
that is very straightforward.
Yeah, very straightforward. First prize is €70 Shop LK voucher, and second prize is a €30 Shop LK voucher. You can get if you want to fill in a paper form, there's one in the libraries, or you can go to your further education and training tutor and ask for them. There's links online as well on the social media channels. So yeah.
Okay, so seek out the info there.
Yeah.
Enter the competition. You never know, you could be one of the winners.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Okay, Adele, that's brilliant. And I mean, it's important that this sort of information is rolled out, and what better day to do it than on International Literacy Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John.
Get with the best.